Okay, good morning, everybody. Right, I'm gonna put in my 10 pence worth again with this Netflix Cleopatra business going on, all the controversy going on about that. Now, I'm only going to briefly talk about the Netflix and Cleopatra. Okay, so my my little bit on the Netflix Cleopatra for the record. So if anyone gets this wrong, Cleopatra the Seventh wasn't quote unquote black, right? And when I say the word quote unquote, I shall explain what I mean in a minute. So, according to my knowledge, historical evidence, she's of Macedonian. She's Macedonian or whatever. So she wasn't quote unquote black. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Right. So why am I saying quote unquote black? Because I've noticed I'd say I'd say 98% of people, when they hear the word black, they immediately visualize one type of African type, and they visualize a West African type. Yeah, so I was born here, parents are Afro Caribbean, but the type of African type I would be a West African type. So here that now this is where the error and the problems begins because so when they talk about ancient Egypt being black, immediately people think of West African. Okay, so I think this is why I believe the word black should be dropped for a number of reasons. One, because it conjures up the wrong image, and two, it has European origins with racist overtones. So whenever I'm talking about this subject, I replace the word black with African because Africa is a continent like everywhere else, like with Asia and Europe, and each continent has a variety of types there. Like as I said in a previous video, Europe has different types of Caucasians. You could got Mediterraneans, Caucasians, and you've got Norwegian Caucasians, and you've got West Europe Caucasians, and you've got like Russian Caucasian with a slight Mongol, like President Putin. He's got slightly Bjork and President Putin. They have that slightly slanty-eyed. So that's different. That's a different type of Caucasian there. Okay, so Africa is the most diverse continent in the world with a variety of types. Okay, so for the record, me, I am not claiming ancient Egypt because I'm not Nubian, I'm not Kushite, I'm not East African, I'm not North African, and even though the ancient Greek texts describe the people of that region of Melon, I can't say melanoid or whatever, which translate the word black. They wasn't talking about West African. So let's get that out of the way, right? So that's out of the way. Okay. So my initial my initial take on the whole fuss about what's taking place, I put the blame squarely at the feet of two people. I put the blame on Hollywood, but Hollywood of the past, and to yeah, even now, actually, no, not even Hollywood. I put the blame on Hollywood, one, and I put the blame on some of the early archaeologists as well. Okay, why do I put the blame on them? Because they came in with a very Eurocentric mindset, with the master race mindset that anyone of dark skin is inferior and didn't have the intelligence to build an empire. So I put the blame on them. And then Hollywood, I put the blame on Hollywood because if Hollywood had been honest at the very start, when they started making the films, instead of depicting ancient Egyptians as white Europeans, right? None of this would, none of this fuss would have happened if they had depicted the ancient Egyptians as what you see on the walls and as what you see in the country with a variety of skin tones, the reddish brown, the at best they only represent the olive skin, but they don't represent the reddish brown, the dark type. They don't represent what you see on the statues. If you look at King Tut or the early pharaohs such as Nama, the Sphinx, with their African features with thick lips and wide noses and so forth, which is there for you to see. If they had represented all of those types throughout their films and they showed a variety, none of this fuss would have happened. So I blame Hollywood and I blame the racist archaeologists for all of this fuss that took place. So that's my 10 pence worth, and I blame them for not making the ancient Greek texts more known to the world as well. When they described the ancient Egyptians as I can't say the word. The word melanin originates from that word, so excuse my pronunciation. But I blame Hollywood and the archaeologists, but I kind of more blame Hollywood though. I more blame Hollywood. So thank you very much. Okay, bye.